Hey friends, have yet another bag for you. This one is from CorSurf. This is the Island Hopper 2.0. It's 34 liters. Comes in around $135. There might be discounts on their website if you're looking. The bag is made from a lightweight ripstop material and YKK zippers that we all know and love. And so it's relatively water resistant, if not waterproof. I wouldn't say it's waterproof. But you could travel in elements and not have to have an additional rain fly, so that's actually kind of nice. Whoops. Still dry. Yeah, it works. Not waterproof, but definitely water resistant. I sprayed it pretty good. I've taken this bag on a couple of weekend trips, and for me, it's the perfect size for a weekend getaway. Any more than that, it might start to feel a little bit small. I would say up to about 4 days for me personally. Some people are a lot more minimalistic than I am, but I sometimes need more than one pair of shoes. Anyway, why don't we get into it? I'm gonna start on the front. There is this nice little front zipper pocket that's super convenient for maybe like your phone or something that you need quick access to. It's not much bigger than a phone, so there's not a lot you can get in there, but my iPhone, I think it's a 14, fits perfectly in there. There's also these two little hooky things right here. It comes with this S-hook YKK little carabiner-like thing, and then I ended up just using another carabiner for like either my water bottle, or if you're on a plane and you need your pillow, you can clip that on the outside, or maybe even like a hat. And if you don't want it to get squished, it's a nice little feature that they have there. So that's the front of the pack. The bag says it fits a 34-ounce bottle, so I have a few bottles, like a tall, skinny one. So a bottle like this, or maybe like a hydro flask, fits really nicely. Standard mountain bike bottle, no problem. A Nalgene bottle, slight problem. You can get it in there, but when the bag's packed, it's a little tricky. And same probably goes for this. It's a little tricky. So depending on the water bottle size, you might have a few issues. So I would go more toward the skinnier bottles if you're gonna take this pack. So there's that side. Okay, moving on to the back side. There's decent straps here with a chest belt that's adjustable. It can slide up and down here. And then also a waist belt that you can tuck inside if you don't want to use it. And then another feature that I found quite useful is there's two zipper pockets. One's right here and you can get to that pretty easily. The other one is kind of hidden, and I just sort of discovered it. It's under this strap. So it might be a little tricky to get to, but there is, I can get to it. There's another pocket right here that's the same size as this one. So if you need a document not very often, maybe use that pocket. That's kind of a nice little secret. It also has a huge, monstrous, cavernous laptop sleeve. It does come with two handles, one on top and one on the side, so you can carry it like a suitcase. There's one more thing on the outside of this packet, one more accessible pocket, and it's back to the front. Forgot to tell you about it. There is a pocket right here that is great for quick access items, or for me, it's the last items to pack. So I've got my toiletries in here, glasses, contacts, makeup, if you're taking makeup, anything that you want. That would go like right in this pocket right here. It's only as roomy as if you overstuff the inside. This pocket's of course gonna not be as roomy, but it is a nice one, and I do like putting my, toiletry stuff in here. Toothbrush, toothpaste, sunscreen, the usual. Okay, now let's get into the inside. So this bag opens kind of like a regular suitcase, and it's really not that hard to open. And it has two compartments. You've got the one full compartment and then these two divided compartments. And I really liked that. And in the full compartment, it also has like the suitcase straps, which were kind of helpful once you got things in there and just to kind of clean it up. I used one packing cube And you almost don't really need a packing cube, and the packing cubes that I thought came for this bag didn't really fill the space very well, so you can always put more stuff around. So I didn't use all our packing cubes. Plus the way the suitcase is, or the way the bag is designed, it's kind of already divided up kind of nicely. So I did use one for like little things, socks, underwear, things like that. The other thing that I would bring on a trip, especially if it's more than a weekend, is a little laundry sack. This also could be doubled as a shoe bag. So if you want to keep your shoes separate from your clothes, this is a nice thing to have in your bag. The one tiny little complaint that I have about this bag is the main zipper color, because the bag is all black. There's lots of black straps, and sometimes if it's a little dark, it's hard to actually find the zipper. So if Cor had put like a green zipper for the main compartment, I think that would be really helpful, because the main zipper is right next to another zipper, and then it's also next to, well, it's not next to it, but then there's the laptop zipper. So to me, it just would stand out just a tiny bit. And maybe that's just a personal preference. It probably is a personal preference because it's mine. That's all I have for you today. Hopefully this was helpful if you're looking for a easy to carry, TSA approved travel bag that fits on your back and can even be as a carry-on and fit under your seat in front of you depending on how you pack it. So I will see you guys out on the trails or in the next video. So this is what it looks like on. I'm about 5'8", 145 pounds, just to give you an idea. There's a lot of strap for bigger bellies. There you go.